Thank you for joining us here at the second day of CABE 2019. To get this general session off to a great start is our host and CABE Board President-elect, Olivia Yahya.
Good morning, CABE familia! Buenos dias, how are we today? Are we all ready for a second day of imagining and being inspired and then igniting into action? Woo! Well, I am so proud to be part of this board of directors and part of CABE, where we are all together with the same vision and the same passion to really be there for our students, for our families, and for our community. And as I was thinking about our theme and thinking of what's happened here in California lately, where we're not used to all of this rain, suddenly I'm going, wow, there's been like some major storms in California. One was called 227, one was called 187. And those were horrible storms. But what happens after the storm? The sun comes out. Suddenly you hear the birds chirping. If you live in certain areas, you'll see bunnies, you'll see some squirrels, and it's like a new breath, a new beginning. And that's where we are here in California today. Today we are starting with some very powerful, I look at it as these golden strands that are coming down from the sky. 3 golden strands. One is called Proposition 58. Prop 58 said yes to multilingualism, yes to dual immersion programs, yes to bilingualism. And then we have this second strand coming down as I'm imagining it. And what is it? The EL roadmap that says, you know what, our students, we need to honor and be proud of what they bring. They bring their language, they bring their culture, they bring their experience, they bring their assets. And the EL roadmap gives us this tool to be able to empower our students and for districts to look at things that we can do to help our English learners. And then we have a third golden strand coming down. And this is a vision from our former Superintendent of Public Education, Tom Torlakson, that he launched Global California 2030. And with Global California 2030, he said, we will have more dual immersion programs. We will have more bilingual programs. And most of all, we will increase the number of our students graduating from high school with the state seal of biliteracy. The state seal of biliteracy should be the norm. It should be what we do here in California and in the United States, that every single student has the opportunity to graduate knowing 2, 3, or more languages, and they are honored for having that asset. So as these 3 strands kind of float in the air, I imagine them coming together and then each other inspiring them and kind of linking together, where there's a fusion and there's this bright light that comes from California, and it's going to go north, south, east, and even west to the islands of Hawaii, because we are the ones that have been building that pathway to honor and to respect cultures, languages, people, who we are. So as we open today, I really want to thank each and every one of you, because each and every one of you, you are a leader. You are a leader if you are a paraprofessional, if you're a superintendent, if you are a teacher, if you are a counselor. Every single one of us has something in us that we are leading our students to be the best that they can be. And I really want to thank you that as you go out today to your workshops or to your institutes, that you imagine, what am I learning here? What can I do with this information? How can I inspire my colleagues, my students, my parents, my community? And how can together we ignite each other to really bring up the best students that we can within 2019 and beyond. So as you continue, we want to keep up with the new era of our young students and our young generation that they communicate through texting, right? So we would love to communicate with you through texting. So we would ask you, and I think it's coming up, to please log on. I want you to text to our network and type in the number 91096 on your cell phone, and in the message section, type the word CABE, C-A-B-E. And by doing this, we are communicating with you, you are communicating with us, and we are becoming this very strong network. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much for the wonderful job that you are doing, because you are the ones that are creating the pathways and making things happen in our schools. Thank you. Buenos dias.
Now, please welcome another honorary chair of CABE 2019, the Superintendent of the Santa Ana Unified School District, Steffanie Phillips.
Buenos dias. Good morning. My name again is Steffanie Phillips, and I am the very, very proud Superintendent of Santa Ana Unified School District. And I'd like to welcome you to this day 2 of an amazing CABE conference, isn't it? Very briefly, I would just really like to share a few thoughts. This year's theme is so fitting for where we are as a state. Imagine, inspire, and ignite. That is, as we are attempting to reimagine what multilingual education looks like for our students, we're attempting to inspire our students and ignite their full potential of learning. I'm so pleased that each of you has taken the time to learn, share, and grow together as a community of learners for the good of all of our kids. I'm very proud that there are many teachers, parents, and administrators from Santa Ana Unified who are not only here and committed to this work, but are mission-driven to ensure that we are embracing culture and language as assets in our community. Quickly, I'd like to give a shout out to the translation team, Cesar Vargas and Nuria Solis. I see you back there. They've been doing an amazing job, and they've worked really hard to make sure that the translation is smooth and that all the services are provided well. It's what we do in Santa Ana. We try to bridge the gaps. And as we define how we deliver multilingual instruction to our students, we know that all of this will have a resounding impact on not only today's students, but on our future communities. So today our presenters will inform us of the work that they're engaged in, and I hope that you are inspired to share your learning with others as you go back to your schools and communities, so that we can all push and encourage each other to ignite students' creativity and cognitive abilities through language and culture. Have a wonderful conference. Thank you for being here.